this is Ben Freer, and today I'm going to answer this question for you. Can you qualify for an E-2 visa without an office? So during the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of us were forced to make some changes. We stopped going to gyms and going out to eat. We stopped going into the office. And a lot of us realized that with modern technology, we can be productive while working out of our homes. Now that we're coming out of the pandemic, many of us, including myself, simply don't want to return to the office. I certainly don't want to hassle with a daily commute. I enjoy seeing my family more. I enjoy being able to take work breaks and walk my dog around the block. My quality of life has definitely increased. Now sure, I maintain an office where clients can come in and meet with me if they want to, but now that people are becoming so comfortable with video conferences, I rarely use the office. And with each passing month, it becomes harder and harder to justify the expense of maintaining it. So how does this trend of running a business without a dedicated office work in the E-2 context? In other words, can you get an E-2 without an office? And the simple, straightforward answer to this question is yes, you can get an E-2 without having a physical office unless your business requires it. You can find some solid guidance on this topic by looking at the Foreign Affairs Manual, also known as the FAM. The FAM is sort of a guide for US government employees who have to decide if someone qualifies for a particular visa. And here's what the FAM says. The FAM says an applicant does not necessarily need a physical office space to qualify for an E-visa. Although having physical office space may be relevant in determining whether the requirements of an E-visa have been met, it is not a requirement to qualify for the visa. So what does this mean? Well, in my opinion, it means that if your business doesn't require physical office space, don't feel obligated to get it. However, if you anticipate that the US government will think that it's necessary for your particular type of business to have a physical location, then you're probably going to want to consider investing in office space. So to illustrate, let's run through a few different categories of businesses. For category 1, let's talk about home services. These types of businesses may include cleaning companies, landscaping, carpet cleaning. Since these services are performed exclusively at a customer's home, I can't think of any great reason why a physical office space will be necessary. For these types of businesses, you would probably be safe in applying for an E-2 visa without securing an office. For category 2, let's talk about services that are exclusively performed in an office setting. The examples that come to my mind for this category are in the medical space. The vast majority of these services have to be performed on site. For example, a dentist is not going to come to your home to clean your teeth. So for now, we're going to have to deal with visiting a dental office. And if you're planning on setting up a business like this, then obviously you will need an office. For category 3, let's talk about professional services like accountants and lawyers. These services have traditionally been performed in an office setting, but times are changing. Like I mentioned, I am questioning the assumption that I need an actual physical office location because my clients are all across the globe and they prefer video conferences, calls, and emails to in-person visits. Also, using modern technology, I can easily collaborate and communicate with other personnel and staff who are assisting me in my cases, regardless of their physical location. However, using this example, a fully remote law practice may raise some eyebrows when you go to apply for the E-2 visa because these services have traditionally been performed in an office setting. So in this type of scenario, it would make sense to either fully explain why you do not need a physical location in your business plan, or start with a modest office and then ditch it later once you achieve some success. Another reason to consider a physical office location is when your investment is low. Let's say you have an online business or a service-based business that simply doesn't cost a lot to operate. Therefore, you've only invested, say, $25,000 to $50,000 in it. As I've mentioned in other videos, there is no minimum investment amount. However, a low investment amount can create challenges because an adjudicating officer may be less likely to take you seriously if your investment is in the $25,000 to $50,000 range. So if your investment is low and you're looking for ways to increase the investment total, you could sign a lease and prepay for a number of months of rent in order to up the investment tally. So there you have it. You can qualify for an E-2 visa without an office. If an office or physical premises is not needed for your business, don't feel pressure to get one. But if you think that it's going to look weird to the officer if you don't have an office, or if your investment tally is low, then it may make sense to consider an investment in office space. As always, these decisions are best made after consulting with one of the many amazing U.S. immigration lawyers that you can find across the globe. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please like it or pass it along to someone who could benefit from it. Thanks again for your time.